Good evening, everybody. Brandon here, and today flying into Portland out of Denver. We're currently with Salt Lake City Center, passing over Boise. Should be descending in about an hour or 45 minutes or so into the Portland area. As you can see, the weather's pretty good in Portland, so we'll probably get a visual approach inbound to PDX. There's a Halloween-focused event tonight, something... I think if we land there and ask the air traffic controllers what ghosts like to wear, I don't know. It's probably going to be pretty cringy, but it'll be nice to actually have other traffic at the airport that you're landing at and some air traffic control services all the way down. So without further hold up, let's get to it. Let's get to the action. All right, so we're approaching the Kimberly VOR. We're just about to pass over the Kimberly VOR. Great weather into Portland area. So it's going to be a beautiful approach into the Cascades. Obviously, I need to brush up on my geography, but yeah. I know Mount Rainier is up in that area, so we're just about ready to start our descent. You can see top of descent is a little bit after Kimberly, and of course, the flight management system is going to provide us a descent profile, and we're just going to follow that based on the guidance there. You can see that it has us crossing defer at flight level 221, so we're going to follow that. Shouldn't have much to do other than setting our speeds. So I said our V speeds are now set. They can't fly in.
450 descend via the hood for arrival. Portland landing east, altimeter 29905.
Okay, we're expecting east landing 29905, descend via the hood for arrival, SkyWest 450. I suspect we're going to get 10 left. So I'm going to set up the ILS for 10 left, or prep it. So we'll do a quick approach briefing. So we're going to back it up with the ILS. The ILS localizer DME is 111.3. 111.3 with a final approach course of 103 degrees. Don't have to worry about the minimums because we're not actually flying the ILS approach. We're not flying in instrument conditions. So 111.3. So 111.3 is set in the standby nav. Going to keep that on, switch to Vorlock mode when we get closer in, and use that to track make sure that we're on 10 left. If we get visual for 10 right, we'll have to switch that over to 10 right. One of the things we got to do is set our landing elevation. So Portland's pretty close to sea level, I believe. Airport elevation 30 feet. Right now, the landing elevation on the overhead panel is set for like Denver's altitude in case we had an emergency landing and had to return. Wish there was like a button you could push, or push the button in to reset to sea level or something like that. All right, so cabin pressure is going to normalize to sea level pressure as we descend. Overall, arrival is briefed, and should be a smooth entry into Portland. Pretty soon here we're gonna have to slow to 270, so I'm gonna pull some power out. Go ahead and engage the spoilers. Okay, we're descending way too fast. 5,000 foot per minute descent's probably not it. We're like pitched down 5 degrees, almost 7 degrees or so. Taking its sweet time getting down to 270 knots.
Alright, we'll descend via the Hawk 7.
I don't think we'll have any problem with that.
Contact Portland approach 124.35.
12435 for SkyWest 450. Right, we're pretty much at idle, struggling to get down. Portland approach, SkyWest 450, checking in, descending via the hood for arrival.
SkyWest 450, continue descent via the hood for, expect the visual for 10 right.
Okay, we'll expect visual 10 right, SkyWest 450. So continuing to manage our descent here. We're on the second page here now, so we're proceeding to, oh snap, I don't know where this is taking us. You know, I don't know where this is taking us. Okay, we're back on track now. We need to pass B at 9,000, so we're already below. We're too low now. All right, so we had a little bit of a mess up there. Too low. The approach was, this is why you verify your flight plan all the time. It did not get us set up properly. We're at 230 knots and pretty much right where we want to be as far as our vertical descent goes. You can see Portland off the left of us, so off to our left there, those lights that you see, that's all aircraft on Portland. Great weather. We're basically setting ourselves up for a left downwind for 10 right.
Mercury, November 48427, requesting flight following V4, just departed at
510 left 070.
All right, our man, someone's getting alarms. Our Portland Tower is dialed in. We are on a left downwind for 10 right. Arming the reversers. All right, 210 knots set. All right, so we got traffic off our left wing here. Let's see if we can actually see them.
SkyWest 450, apologies about the delay. Turn left 190, descend and maintain 4,000.
Left 190, 4,000, SkyWest 450. All right, flaps 1. All right, flaps set to 1. We are descending and on a left base for runway.
SkyWest 450, turn left 130, join the 10 left localizer.
Okay, left 130, join the 10 left localizer, SkyWest 450. So they've kind of screwed us here. Let's set the localizer up for 1-1. Pretty soon we're going to miss the localizer.
November 8th. Field.
Oh, we shot through it.
12 o'clock.
All right, final approach speed 134 knots. ILS has failed us. All right, runway's in sight. Now we're just going to put flaps to 8. All right, there's 10 left directly ahead of us. We've got it in sight.
Flight level 12. No, the previous controller just give me a vector for descending.
Skies 450.
Flaps 20.
Field is your 12 o'clock. 8 miles report in sight.
Field in sight, Skywest 450.
Skies 450. Clear visual 10 left.
Cleared visual 10 left, Skywest 450.
So 1527 Roger, maintain own visual separation, and the field is your 12 o'clock, runway 10 right.
Clear for the visual, runway 10 right, Delta 1527.
Skies 450, contact Portland Tower 123.77, see ya.
Over to Portland Tower, Skywest 450, thanks. Portland Tower, Skywest 450, inbound visual 10 left.
Skywest 450, Portland Tower, runway 10 left, continue.
10 left for continuing to 10 left, 450. All right, so pro tip: if you ever feel like you're fighting your aircraft, I've got my hands completely off right now. You can see that it's relatively flying straight. The reason I'm able to do that, I'm a little slow on airspeed, so I'm gonna add some power. The reason I'm able to do that is because I've got it properly trimmed. You see, my trim is 10.1. That's the value that they've got. That is nose up trim. Add some power here to slow my descent rate. Give it just a little bit nose up trim. Properly setting the you should have minimal input to this.
Skywest 450, runway 10 left, clear to land.
10 left, clear to land, Skywest 450. Should be minimal control surface input on short final. Really, most phases of flight, you should be trimmed up properly so that you're not having to fight the aircraft on descent. So we are on the visual approach for runway 10 left, and man, it's a beautiful evening. Tell you what, I'm still a little slow, so I'm going to add some power, but we're actually right on the, we're like 2 red, 2 white, depending on if the poppies show up or not. I think we have a good shot at a good landing. I think we might pull this off. I think we might pull off my best landing in. Oh, now it shows all white. You lying son of a bitch. Yeah, we're actually really high. You got to be kidding me. Every one of my landings, man, you always hear that shit. Never stabilized. All right, here we go.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
All right. Just put the damn tires down. Put.
Skywest 450, exit right when able, then contact ground 121.9, see ya.
Not going to talk to them. I'm going to focus on flying here. All right, spoilers. Reverse thruster. Reverse thrust. Okay, so my directional control was all right. Rudder control is horrible in this game. Ooh, not my best, but a lot better than the last one, and a lot better. All right, let's just get off the runway real quick. Flaps up.
Under pressure, fly heading 340. Heading 340.
Why does that happen? Why does that? I'm sorry you guys had to hear that. That happens so much to me. Portland ground, Skywest 450. Request taxi to the ramp.
Skywest 450.
Alpha.
Taxi to the ramp via Alpha.
Kilo.
Tango.
Ramp via Alpha Kilo. Skywest 450.
Number 525, Hotel.
Ended up being a great flight, great approach into there. Salvage, probably a poor visual approach. They told me 10 right, I swear. Go back.
10 right.
They told me 10 right, and then they gave me 10 left. It made more sense to me that it'd be 10 left. Of course, before we sign off, we have to get what we came here for in the first place. Portland ground, Skywest 450 with request.
Skywest 450, go.
I'd like to know why ghosts wear clothes.
It's to cover their
Wednesday night, we're going to be flying to Shreveport, Louisiana, where I started my private pilot training. For tonight, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching the video again, helping grow the channel, and see you guys Wednesday night. So long.
Taxi to